That boy Rick Titus talking about this exquisite podcast. We renting out exquisite podcast booth. We got that boy Rick Titus got a podcast studio. That Rick Titus got a podcast studio, family. So listen, if you got something that you want to say, you got something that you've been holding on and it's on your chest, and you got something that you want to say, listen, you can do a podcast booth at Exquisite Podcast. You can rent out one of our podcast booths at Exquisite Podcast. We're located in Waldorf, Maryland, in the St. Charles Town Mall on the first floor, right around the corner from J.C. Penney. That boy Rick Titus got a studio, got a podcast studio. So look, if you got something that you want to say, you want to be heard, you want to be seen, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. Get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. Sneak over in the description. Sneak over in the description and holler at that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. I'm renting out Exquisite Podcast booth. We're renting out Exquisite Podcast booth. I see some people sneaking in on that CP time. You on that CP time in the back door. I'm gonna open up that back door for you. We're located in Waldorf, Maryland. Everybody in the DMV know where Waldorf, Maryland is located at. We are right in the St. Charles Town Center Mall, right on the first floor, right around the corner from J.C. Penney's. Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast. We're renting out Exquisite Podcast booth. Come and get your booth. Come and get your booth. Come and rent your booth with Exquisite Podcast. Come and see that boy Rick Titus so we can go ahead and get your podcast up and popping. We're gonna do all of the heavy lifting for you. We got the mics, we got the sound cards, we got the software, we got the most important thing, we got the locations, we got the backdrops, we got the markups for you. So we're gonna do all of the heavy lifting for you, family. So all you gotta do is just that boy Rick Titus with this Exquisite Podcast and check this out. You don't even have to be in the studio to do your podcast. All you must have is a smartphone. A smartphone. Hey, how you doing? How you doing there, Kelly? How you doing? A smartphone, a laptop, or a cell phone to get your podcast up and popping. Look, sneak over. Hey, look, sneak on over in the DM. Sneak on over in the DMs, man. Sneak over in the DM. Look, if you're in India, all you gotta do is just get in touch with that boy Rick Titus so we can go ahead and get your podcast up and popping. You just got to get in touch with me so we can go ahead and get your podcast up and popping. We're gonna do all of the heavy lifting for you. So come and see that boy Rick Titus. Hey, how you doing and happy? How you doing? Come and see that boy Rick Titus. That boy Rick Titus. Hey, listen, that boy Rick Titus got a studio, got a podcast studio, family. God is good. Hey, God is great. That boy Rick Titus got a podcast studio. Everybody got something to say. Everybody want to be heard. Everybody wants to be seen. So all you got to do is get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. That boy Rick Titus with Exquisite. Ooh, that name sounds so beautiful. Hey, listen, Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast is renting out Exquisite Podcast booth. So if you got something that you got to say, if you got something that you want to say, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, listen, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. That name sounds so sweet. And listen, do that boy Rick Titus a favor, family. Do that boy Rick Titus a favor. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm going to say that again, family. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Hey, listen, that boy Rick Titus got a podcast studio. Listen, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention here, family. Listen, a lot of people have been emailing me. A lot of people have been calling me saying, hey, look, Rick Titus, I don't know what to say. Listen, they got this thing called Chat GPT. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to think about things that you need to say. All you got to do is just type it in chat GPT and it's going to tell you what you want to do. It's going to tell you what you're looking for. Let me read this. What is coming? What do you think that has to happen to make everyone be a better person? Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Stop pretending to be somebody that you're not. That's all you got to do. That's all you must do, family. Listen, family, you can talk about, let me give you some of these cracker jacks out here right now. You can talk about sports, and the Commanders is what's happening right now. You can talk about politics, what's happening in downtown Washington, D.C. You can talk about health and wellness. You know, some of our family members and some of our family people need some health and wellness. We're not doing too good in certain areas. Not everybody, but some of our family members are not. You can start talking about a cooking channel. If you can cook real good, you can do a cooking channel at Exquisite Podcast. Entrepreneurship, to get some people upright. You also can do a art show. You can do an art show on Exquisite Podcast. You also can talk about vending. You know, a lot of you guys are in the bubblegum business, the bubblegum machine business. I got like about 15 of those machines out in this area. So you got to get into on how to become a business person, how to get an LLC, how to get started in a business. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Embrace this internet, man. This internet can love you. You must love the internet. I want to understand what I'm saying, family. You must love the internet. So one of the things that I want to make sure that you guys understand, it's a lot of subjects out there that you can talk about, but you just got to get up off of your behind and just do it. And just do it. If you want to talk about something, just get in touch with that boy, Rick Titus, so we can get your podcast up and popping, family. So we can do this doggone thing. Huh? That's all you got to do. That's all you must do. You understand what I'm saying, family? We need to build this Wall Street back up in the US of A. We had it in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had a great Wall Street business going on. We can do that thing again. Whatever we touch can turn to gold. Think about it, family. Whatever we touch can turn to gold. You with me, family? Are you with me? Let's start doing business with people that look like you and I. Talk to me, family. Let's start doing business with people that look like you and I. The name of the game is, a lot of you guys out there in the family, you don't like yourself. You do not like yourself. That's the reason why you're envy of individuals that starting a business, because you got a problem. It's a problem. It's that Willie Lynch syndrome. It's that Jim Crow syndrome. You know, that's what the problem you have. You know, you understand what I'm saying, family? And see, one of the things that we got to do, we got to stop listening to our family members. We got to stop listening to our co-workers. Stop listening to our friends. If you want to do a podcast, get it up and popping. Get in touch with that boy, Rick Titus, and get your podcast up and moving. You know, get your podcast up and you want to talk, you can talk about a lot of things that's happening out here in the world, like what's going on in Mississippi right now. You know, you got two FBA black men hung in a tree in Mississippi at Delta State University. And, you know, I don't know all the particulars with it. But that's a doggone shame. You can talk about that, and that is something that's cruel. It's a cruel thing that's going on out here in Mississippi right now. I mean, what is the problem? All of these other groups that they have out here, they don't have this issue. They don't have this issue that we have here in the black community. I mean, who thinks of this? Who thinks of this? Why these guys are not getting hung by themselves? They're not hanging themselves in trees. So you telling me that a black male hung himself in a tree in Mississippi at Delta State University? That I'm not sure. They said that this happened on the campus. I mean, what in the Cracker Jack is going on in Mississippi here, man? I don't like it. I don't like it, family. I'm just telling you guys, I don't like it. In 2025, you telling me that black men are getting hung in Mississippi. What is going on? No other group I know out here are going through these type of movements that is happening out here right now. You understand what I'm saying? Something is wrong. Something is wrong with this situation here, man. We got to talk about this. Not on the news. They're not talking about it on the news out here. They're not mentioning that. I seen it on the internet. I saw it on the internet this morning about two black men. Two black men got hung in a tree and not hours apart. They're not even hours apart in Mississippi. So what the heck is going on here? And then I think I seen on some report, this is allegedly, I don't know, saying that the police saying there's no foul play. What you mean there's no foul play? We just don't jump up in the tree and just jump on a rope and hang ourselves. Come on, man. I don't like it. Come on, reconnect. Reconnect. We lost some information. Every time I start talking about something like that, we start getting technical difficulties. Technical difficulties come up when you start talking about what's going on in Mississippi, what's going on with these FDAs getting hung on trees on Delta State University. That's what the reports are saying, allegedly. You understand? Fair use, YouTube, fair use. This is that boy Rick Titus. This is that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast. You can talk about a lot of stuff. We got to start getting out of that cross. So we had another interruption. But listen, for the people that's on that CP time, I'm gonna let you in on the back door. Listen, this is that boy with Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast. We renting out exquisite booths in the state of Maryland, in the St. Charles Town Center Mall, on the first floor, right around the corner from J.C. Penney's. So listen, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus if you want to get a podcast up and popping. Sneak on over in the DM, as they say. Sneak on over in the DM so we can get your podcast up and popping. Because I see that we're getting some interruption while I'm making this video. But this is that boy with Exquisite. What a beautiful name, Exquisite Podcast. Get your podcast up and popping, family. Listen, like, share, subscribe, and comment on this broadcast. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. This is that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. See you guys on another video.